sponsor terror. It's a state terror. When you distribute thousands upon thousands of communication devices that you know that you rigged somewhere along the way, whether in the manufacturing or during the supply chain process, and you know that they're going to be ending up in the hands of thousands upon thousands of people. This is state terror. This is not just a simple act of war, and this is certainly not a simple retaliation against so-called terrorist organization. And why do I say that? And I'm going to try to be brief here. Look, it's very important in these circumstances to understand the importance of role play. Why do I emphasize role play? Because if you can't role play, you're either stupid or racist. In situations like that, the Israelis have to put themselves in the same positions as the Lebanese. Today, there are 700,000 active and reservist soldiers in Israel. 700,000. Along with their families, that's half of Israel. That's about 3-4 million people. What Israel is saying, that all of these people who serve in the army, when they are with their families carrying a communication device, that they are legitimate targets of an attack, because they are the enemies of Hezbollah. They are the enemies of Iran. So is it okay for Iran, if it has the capacity, to rig the phones of Israeli reservists and Israeli soldiers who serve in the Israeli army and are enemy of Iran and Hezbollah and Palestine and so on and so forth? Well, according to Israelis and Americans, no, it is not. It's an act of terror. When you attack an Israeli tourist that happens to be in Europe with his family because he has a cell phone given to him by the Israeli government, he's a legitimate target? Of course not. And hence the Lebanese people today and yesterday were subject to a mass a terror attack against them. And it should be condemned. It's reckless. And eventually, it will come back and bite the Israelis, because they just exposed themselves to that kind of terrorism that they have been condemning for decades now. But apparently, as you and I and the rest of our correspondents from Hungary to Lebanon to Jordan and elsewhere are trying to understand the mystery behind this. Clearly, the Israelis have been planning it for some time now. And clearly, it's a deliberate operation of terrorism, but it is an indiscriminate, deliberate attack against Lebanese individuals. Some of them could be combatants, some of them could be functionaries, some of them could be just party members of Hezbollah in the Lebanese government.
Yeah. And Marwan, everything you're saying also speaks to a live event that we had moments ago. I think you saw it on our air, where there was this controlled explosion because there was a device that was found to have explosives in it that was found inside an ambulance. And that was just in the center of the capital, Beirut. Al Jazeera senior political analyst Marwan Bishara, thank you so much for that, and we will speak to you again. And it's just 2 minutes past the top of the hour.